elementary school, everyone must have written an essay on if I were something, a doctor, a teacher, the prime minister, or maybe an astronaut. Let us revisit that question, but this time somewhere at the threshold where the fantasy meets reality. If I had magical powers, the rawest answer would probably be I would make the world full of bliss and euphoric world. A world where everyone is happy, everyone loves, no wars, no hatred, no chaos, just order, harmony, and peace. For a fantasy, it sounds just perfect, right? A world full of love. But then the adult mind softly enters the room and asks, would the universe even know what to do with that much peace? You see, this universe has never really been still. Billions of stars are being born and destroyed as we speak. Things collide, expand, collapse, transform. Creation and destruction happen simultaneously, constantly, almost like a force nature to it. Even at the smallest scales, there is movement where we once imagined stillness. An electron that can behave like a particle and awake. It can only be described through probabilities rather than certainties. Things interact, change, and respond in ways that cannot always be predicted. And then there is time, perhaps one of the strangest ideas the universe ever gave us. We experience it as a straight line, the past behind us, the present beneath our feet, the future somewhere ahead. Yet physics has made us question even that simple picture. What we call now may not be as universal as we imagine. A strange thought, isn't it? That somewhere, in some way, the past, present, and future are all part of the same universe we are moving through. It's maybe a point and a line. But then the question arises, does the child inside me care about all this? The simple answer is she doesn't. She still longs for the fairy tale, for a prince on a white horse, a hand reaching for hers, and a lifetime spent wandering through the world side by side, exploring every corner, meeting every being she wished for or imagined, making friends, and all that. She sees beauty, friendship, and love. She wants a world where everyone gets to be exactly who they want to be, where nobody has to bend themselves into shapes made by rules and expectations, where people love each other, things make sense, and somehow, despite having complete freedom, everything still falls perfectly into place. Yet the adult mind knows better, or perhaps it simply knows differently. Because growing up does not necessarily mean discovering that the world is terrible. It means discovering that the world is complicated. There sits sadness beside happiness, loss beside love, uncertainty beside every certainty. Things begin and things end. People change, plans fall apart, new ones appear out of the blue, and maybe that is not the flaw in the design. Perhaps that is the design. If the universe were completely still, there would be no stars being born, no worlds forming, no life changing into something new, no person becoming someone they weren't yesterday. Even maybe we never existed. Chaos is not always destruction. Sometimes it's movement and it's possibility. Possibility of something new, possibility of something better. At times, when it looks like everything is falling apart, is simply everything rearranging itself. Incredibly, that is what my magical power would be. Not to erase the chaos, not to make everyone happy all the time, not even to create a euphoria in a perfect world. Because perfection is just another word for something that has stopped moving, that has stopped learning and creating. Maybe I would make one smaller wish instead, that the chaos of the world would exist without always reaching us in ways that destroys us. That when things change, we learn to change with them. That when something ends, we are able to leave a little space for something else beautiful to begin. The child in me still believes in magic. The adult in me simply understands that magic was never about controlling the universe. It was about learning how to live beautifully inside it.